Now welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
First up, we're going to talk about something that you kept telling me wasn't going to happen, and now other people are saying it's never going to happen. We're talking about the Knights of the Old Republic remake.
Never gonna happen.
No. Never going to happen. It's not just you speculating anymore. It is insiders are saying it. Jeff Grubb, who is a huge insider when it comes to video games and other things of that nature, has just come out and said it's not being worked on right now. That the Embracer Group CEO won't even, talk about it.
Didn't he say something like every time he talks about it, it makes headlines, so I won't talk about it, which makes headlines?
Funny how that works.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last thing we had heard about the game at all was that Embracer was letting Aspire do it, and then whatever they came out with was so bad
Yep.
that they're like, no. We're taking it away from them, and they gave it to Saber Interactive. And now it's just dead, apparently.
I feel like this game is cursed somehow. It's just never meant to continue on or be remade or anything.
Well, maybe we should be happy, because
Well, the original's
we have no
fine.
idea if a remake would make it worse or change the story or alter the quest to a point of people not liking it.
I think the problem is in order to remake it, you almost have to kind of change it a little bit. I think a lot of people would find not a lot of people, but there would certainly be those who would find it kind of archaic, the controls and everything in that game now, by today's standards.
Because it plays different, too, than modern games. It's not a first-person shooter or role-playing type
thing. A game like Baldur's Gate 3 can kind of proves that the turn-based thing is far from, the turn-based interactive thing is far from dead, which is kind of what that's like.
It was kind of turn-based and kind of not.
It
was
didn't
really
have to be, but it
that
could be. You could pause the game.
Yeah, you could pause it and kind of set up your actions of what you wanted to have it do, but sometimes I didn't even like that style 100%.
No,
I'd rather it be full turn-based.
I would have, I actually think it would be better kind of full turn-based. So I have a feeling they probably experimented with some different ideas, and then people were like, no, you can't do that to this game. And I don't know. But I don't know that I'm kind of sad and kind of happy, because one of the last things you want to see is one of your favorite games kind of get remade, and that's garbage. And
oh, that's the worst, yeah.
Yeah, but a dream would be to see that game remade well, and then to kind of reinvigorate some interest in the Old Republic. And Lucasfilm was like, hey, wait a minute, there's that time period that people really liked and we've been ignoring.
You know those characters people really like?
Yeah.
They like them again.
But I mean, they don't, maybe don't try to do a Revan story, but if the game had been popular, maybe they're like, well, we can go back to this time period, we can do some things, and instead, nah, it doesn't look like that's going to be happening.
Grubb said the game is not being worked on right now, full stop. It's not being worked at in any way at any studio. So if you're waiting for that KOTOR remake, keep on waiting.
And the sad thing is, fans have stepped up and done some really cool work on this thing.
Oh, yeah.
So, you just wish they would kind of, okay, well, let's just let them do their thing. Let's see what the fans can make. It's probably going to be 1 billion times better anyway. But now they always get shut down, that cease and desist thing.
Right. Well, you don't have permission. Well, no one else is doing it.
Yeah. It's sad.
It is. It is. It's disappointing in a way. All right, let's move on to our next piece of news today. We got to hear from Ming-Na Wen, who, of course, played Fennec Shand, the live-action and voice-acted version of
Bad Batch, yeah.
Yeah. Fennec Shand from Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, The Bad Batch. All good stuff.
Well,
Ish.
Some of it is, yeah.
Well, her character always got played, right?
Well, sure, her character's fine.
Fennec was always Fennec. It wasn't like Boba Fett who wasn't Boba Fett.
Yeah. Still waiting for the Book of Boba Fett. I saw something that had a character called Boba Fett in it, but it couldn't have been that. Because halfway through, the Mandalorian showed up and took over the show. It was a very strange show.
It was a very strange show.
Yeah.
But she did an interview with comicbook.com, and they asked her when she thinks Fennec Shand will show up in Star Wars again.
Somehow Fennec Shand will return?
Her response was very uncertain. I mean, her last live-action appearance was in Book of Boba Fett. She's currently working on promoting a documentary right now that she's narrating, but she doesn't know when she's going to see Fennec again. She said, "No, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I keep sending out good energy. I miss being her. Now that the strike is over, I think it's going to be fun and accelerated to try and get every production back online, and I certainly pray and hope that Fennec comes back, but unfortunately, that is unless I cosplay myself.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not seeing any calls for her to come back and play her character unless she decides to cosplay Fennec Shand.
Well, I mean, where would she fit in without Boba Fett? She's kind of,
And that's just
attached
it.
at the hip with him right now. So if
Right.
Boba Fett isn't there, it would kind of be not strange, but you could
Yeah. Sorry.
work her in there somewhere. Yeah, I don't know.
Fans have been asking if there's going to be a continuation to Book of Boba Fett, because maybe they could fix it.
You've been asking?
I-
Oh,
I
okay.
would- I would
fix
like
it,
them to
yes.
Continue
Yeah,
the
I think
story,
Tamora
because
Morrison
maybe-
was leading that charge. Like, can we
She-
get a real
she really
Boba Fett?
was. She said, well, I get a lot of fans asking if there could be a spin-off of just vetting. I'm like, why not? I don't know. Yeah, any reason just to do Star Wars again. Yeah, she wants to come back, but she's not seeing any calls for her to come back. We do know that Fennec Shand is confirmed she will be in Bad Batch Season 3. Once again, voiced by Ming-Na Wen. They finished recording her lines. I mean, I think they finished recording all the lines for Bad Batch Season 3 in June.
That's got to be soon then, right? Maybe that's next. Maybe we've got to talk about that.
Because they had finished all the voice work, they were not affected by the strike and just got to keep on working.
Yeah, they kept on animating.
Yes, exactly. For our last article we're going to talk about today, Star Wars, the holiday special documentary called A Disturbance in the Force, finally got a release date. It's going to be released on Blu-ray and digital on December 5th. Lucasfilm announced it in Variety. It's going to be the 45th anniversary of the holiday special's release.
So this is an official Lucasfilm release?
Yes.
Wow.
They are okay with releasing a documentary
on it. We know George
it,
wasn't, but...
But they're not releasing it.
Okay.
It'll have clips from it, but it won't have all of it. They're still, holding that back. They might as well just give it up, honestly.
You're holding me back.
You know how many sales they would make on that thing?
None.
A lot. I think because it's seen as such a mystery box taboo, and people were like,
pretty sure you could find it on YouTube, can't you?
I don't know. It's the stuff of legends, though.
It's the stuff of nightmares. It's nightmare fuel. There's some weird stuff in there.
And then they moved Life Day, because I always associate it with Christmas, and now they're totally November 20th.
That would be a day or two away, right?
Yeah, I don't know. They move it around, I feel like. I feel like they're being sneaky.
Is it one of those holidays that falls on a particular day of the week, not a date?
Maybe.
It's like the 4th.
But
like Meme Mondays.
Meme Mondays are just on Mondays.
No, the Day of the Memes is on a...
We don't talk about Day of the Memes. It is a long way away, and we don't even know if it's going to get a second round, so there.
Wow, what?
We don't know.
It's a tradition.
But the holiday special is kind of like a cult-type classic now at this point, where there's these hardcore, dedicated people who are like, yes, the holiday special, but nobody likes it because it's good. It's one of those, everyone likes it because it's bad.
Yeah, those who enjoy it because it is something
because it's bizarre and weird.
It is bizarre. It's really just, it doesn't... Everybody should watch it.
Yeah.
Go seek it out and watch it. I think it's on YouTube.
And soon there will be a documentary. The Disturbance in the Force will be coming out again on December 5th, where you can watch it and watch
how it came to pass.
I hope so. I hope they give in-depth interviews from the time, because I want to hear more about how this came to be.
I highly doubt it, but I wonder if George... Because George hates the thing.
Well, he hates it. I think there are documentary videos of him talking about the past and what he thinks about it.
So. He would if he could remove it from existence, he would.
I don't doubt that.
And I don't blame him. I mean, I'm actually curious to see this because it implies that it just something happened. If you watch the trailer for it, it's something went wrong clearly something went wrong.
Yeah,
but
Star Wars as a variety show is weird.
Yeah, I mean, you had this massive success of Star Wars, and then it's we got to wait 3 years for the next movie. But obviously, this is before the internet and where you could just kind of, keep things going in other ways. So they put it out there, and wow,
boy, did they put it out there.
Yeah, they did, and people still went to see Empire Strikes Back, thankfully.
It's all because of the Boba Fett cartoon. They all wanted to see more of the Fett.
That is, if you discount a parade.
No, the parade is his first appearance.
Well, yeah, but the first on-screen appearance of Boba Fett is in a cartoon.
And don't forget, this is where the rifle from Mandalorian came from.
Yeah, yes, it is.
There are a few things that have snuck their way from this into canon.
Yeah.
I mean, Life Day became canon. They've mentioned it.
Yeah,
and it was never a thing.
It's actually spoken in the Mandalorian too.
Yeah, I gotta get home for Life Day. Oh, what?
Yeah.
For what day?
We don't speak of Life Day.
But we do. And Mando also carries the gun, the disintegrating rifle.
The super rifle, yeah, like just evaporates people, disintegrates them.
Good
I should
times,
say.
good times.
No
Turns them into
disintegrations.
sparkles. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I still think a turn them into a red mist would be more appropriate.
On that note, that's all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn to take to the comments below and tell us what you think of any and all of today's news, and let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.